said it. I said it. Didn't I say it? Hello guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Rachael Wanogho, also known as Rayche Riches. And today is a lovely, beautiful day, and I'm so glad to have you join me today. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. And if this is your first time visiting my channel, well, thank you for visiting. Today's video is actually a review of the ongoing Nigerian television series titled Skinny Girl in Transit, and today's review is on episode 10 titled It's Complicated. And this particular series has been running for about a couple of years now, and they are on the season 6. So a lot of things have happened. So if you are not yet on the Skinny Girl in Transit train, then you should get on it right now. I'm gonna put the link in the description box down below so that you can catch up on previous episodes and you can understand all the things that I'll be talking about in today's video. So today's video is basically gonna be a review / a rant about every nitty-gritty of that episode. So if this is something you love, stay tuned. Now I'm going to just delve straight into the gist concerning this particular episode. So firstly, we see Didi being sort of remorseful, and I'm gonna skip Mide and Tiwa's issue. I'm gonna save that for when I get almost rounding off this video. So we see Didi, who had issues with dating a man who has kids, and in this particular episode we can tell that she's sort of remorseful and she's feeling some type of way because she actually encountered somebody who is also a single mother who has kids and has been having problem finding someone to love her just because of the kids, and she has come back to sort of think about it, and we see her in a conversation with Didi. I was paying very serious attention to that conversation. I could tell she was really remorseful and she felt really sorry about her attitude and her actions in the previous episode concerning his kids. But I could also tell that Didi was he's sort of like prideful, like, okay, so what do you want? Which I found really, really interesting. And I did appreciate the fact that now she has thought about it and now she's thinking to herself, she didn't allow her feelings to grow to the point whereby she would not even think about the kids, and which is also one of the most important things you have to consider in relationships when you meet somebody, especially when you meet somebody and you like the person and there is no other person in the way. So this is for if there is no other person in the way, okay? You have to give yourself room to believe in the person and sort of like try to marry your thoughts to align with that person. So I understand her very vividly when she said she didn't give her thoughts the opportunity to, her feelings the opportunity to grow, which is very, very important in relationships. So it's not all the time that you have to pick out the person's flaws and then use that as a stumbling block to hinder the feelings or the emotional relationship that might possibly happen between the two parties. I really did find Didi's response like very, very valuable. And if you've watched the series from the beginning, you could tell that Didi she's a lovely person, but she's also had like challenges when it comes to relationships because she's moving from one guy to the other, having a lot of fun. So I think finally she has met her match. We can say she has met her match in these episodes, in this season 6. So I'm really interested in seeing what will come of the relationship between she and Didi in season 6. So maybe she would forget all her old ways and really allow this relationship to grow. What do you think? Next couple that I'm going to review is, okay, this is not a couple, it's sort of like next duo. So we have the relationship between Mama Tiwa and Tiwalade, and I was really, really excited to see that Mommy Tiwa is not focusing on the problems that Tiwa supposedly have, but is sort of empathetic towards her and telling her to focus on healing and making sure that she connects emotionally with her husband. I feel like that is the sort of advice you want to hear from a mother, and I think most mothers all around the world would understand that kind of relationship and that kind of feeling. So hats off to Mama Tiwa Thank you for not shoving her insecurities, that is Tiwa's insecurities, down her throat and making her feel warm, especially in this trying time. Most especially because she recently just had a miscarriage. And the next set of people I'm going to talk about is Farida. Okay. If you've been following the episodes, you know that Mohammed, who was the boyfriend of Shalewa, and he cheated on her with somebody else. He actually had somebody in his life who his family want him to get married to, a proper Muslim girl, all covered up and whatnot. And we finally see Farida in all her glory. We see Farida in all her glory, glammed up, beautiful, hot. I mean, even me, I was thrown away like, damn, she's hot. Damn, Farida, you want to kill us. Anyway, so we see Farida, who, over the course of the episode had been portrayed as timid, has been portrayed as modest. She's now all glammed up in a lovely, sexy dress, and her makeup is done. She's looking good, and Mohammed is shocked out of his wits, like, damn, why, what's going on? Like, even me, I didn't believe. Like, I understand his expression. The first thing that came to my mind is, so what on earth is Mohammed going to do now that Farida has proven to be just as hot as Shalewa is? Because I understand that he's trying to get back with Shalewa. He's trying to get back to Shalewa. He's trying to get her back. Well, he did cheat, so it's a bit dicey now. So I'm really interested in knowing what the writers of this series plan to do with this relationship, because it's really, really dicey. And I remember I saw a comment on Twitter. Someone said that the Skinny Girl in Transit episode should have ended in season 5. Well, I beg to disagree. The reason why I said it should not have ended rather, is because we still had the relationship issues with Shalewa, and even though the main focus of the story was actually Tiwa from the beginning, you need to allow stories grow and progress. And we do know that Tiwalade herself had some issues even prior to marrying Mide. So we need to sort of like see those issues play out, because I feel like it would just be so weird. Let them just end abruptly, oh, happily ever after, that is it, which is not really always the case. And I feel like Skinny Girl in Transit is a series that is sort of like giving you a picture into stereotypes and situationships that happen in real life. So these are things that actually do happen, most importantly in relationships, most importantly in a young girl's life, most importantly in a mother, in a father. There are different social constructs in society that affect people's lives. So I feel like this series is sort of exposing them and just showing you that it's easier said than done. So I disagree with that point, saying that it should have ended in season 5. So back to what I was saying, we finally see Farida in all her elements. So I'm interested in seeing what's gonna come of it. What do you think? Do you think Mohammed should hook up with Farida now that Shalewa has moved on? Now, speaking of Shalewa moving on, in my last video, in my last review of the episode, I really spoke against verbal abuse, and I said that verbal abuse and physical abuse are connected. They are not far apart at all. And we see our Kwame show his skills. So he has transitioned from calling her 50 to landing her a fieldy slap on her face.
I honestly can't believe that you're trying to teach me how to dance such a ridiculous step. I can't believe that I broke a glass.
You see, before Shalewa, I mean, it's so crazy. And the thing about an abuser, yeah, they always know the right things to say, quote and unquote, to get you back. And they're always looking for somebody to unleash their monster on. So we could see that he came in he brought flowers, and Shalewa in all her mumuness accepted him back, which is rubbish. Like, I feel like she is just not using her common sense at all. One of my friends posted on Twitter, and she said that Shalewa shouldn't even be thinking of being in a relationship. That does she really have a problem with being single? And I feel like that is a very, very important topic to talk about, Like, ladies, if you had an issue with an ex or a relationship, the next thing for you is not for you to jump to the next available guy, even though he might seem nice. Look at Kwame saying door number 1 and door number 2. Who was he kidding? Like, for God's sake, what does it mean? Door number 1, door number 2. What am I going to do with the door? The door to turning me into a punching bag. It doesn't make any sense. So when he landed that slap on her face, I just knew. Like, I literally just stood up from my seat. Like, I knew it. Like, I knew this was gonna happen. Because why? The signs were there. So ladies, if you see red flags in your relationship, when you're dating somebody, all those slight pulls, jacking, pushing to the wall, or even verbal words that they use against you, you gotta pick up your slippers, dust it, and run for the hills. And amazingly, guys don't know these things, but the truth is they can't hide it for too long. An abuser will surely show his skin, like the character. It will show. You just need to be paying good attention. You need to pay good attention to how he treats you, how he talks to you, how he grabs your hand, and all whatnot. So I hope you're learning something. And yes, I wonder what Kwame is going to buy this time. The last time he bought, just for the verbal abuse, he bought her flowers. Maybe now he's going to buy her a car. I can't wait to see what is going to happen. Shalewa, you better run for the hills. She better run for the hills. The final thing I'm going to talk about is the relationship between Mide and Tiwa. So we understand that Tiwa is actually working for 2 different companies, her husband's company and a different company, the job of her dreams. But the thing about marriage is teamwork. If they were probably in the dating stage, her decision might have been understandable because she's trying to like fulfill her dreams. But I feel like Tiwa has been making some sort of selfish decisions. Okay, now understand that miscarriage is a very painful thing, and it's you don't wish it on anyone. Okay, it's a painful thing to go through psychologically, physically, and I understand that Tiwa went through that emotional pain, but also Mide himself went through that psychological pain. And do you notice that at some point, even in one of the episodes, he was sharing his pain with a fellow colleague at work? And this is because Tiwa herself is not paying attention to him. She's not listening to him. She feels like she is the only one going through that pain. So if you could see from the last part of the conversation where he's saying that he needs her and it's not just about sex, it is that emotional and physical presence he needs. So it's beyond the intimacy, the physical intimacy in the bedroom. So it's now sort of like, okay, I need help. My business has issues. I need you to be there for me. And a lot of people really took it to hear. A lot of people were very upset. I'm going to read out some of the comments, which I found very, very intriguing about Tiwa, because I feel like, yes, she's doing the job of her dreams, but I feel like she should also have maybe sort of like listen to him and say, okay, honey, I understand what you're going through. Can I think about this? And let me see how I can manage. Because this is sort of, you're married to him. It's a family business. And he really does need your help. And usually men are not known, Nigerian men are not known to always like say exactly how they feel. This doesn't mean that he's saying how he feels is a bruise of his ego, but men naturally do have ego. So for him to come out and tell her that, okay, I need your help, you should know that the matter has, he's really like, he really does need her help and he really does need assistance. So I felt like Tiwa should have at least giving him a listening ear. Okay, so let's go to the juicy parts, and I'm just going to be reading comments, which there are lots of comments. So I'm going to take it from the top. So we see that Farida was pretending. Mohammed wasn't drunk. Yeah, Farida actually mentioned that Mohammed wasn't drunk. Kwame is an abuser. We already know that. Tiwa is still selfish. I said it. So someone said Tiwa owes Mide more than what he's even asking for. Mide is always very supportive of Tiwa on any decision that she makes, which is true. I mean, if you've been following the series even from the beginning, Mide has been very supportive. He's been trying to support her career, the promotion, which he didn't even want to collect. Like, I was just like, for God's sake, him even putting a hand in that. Like, I know that you want to be successful on your own, but if you're in I mean, he wanting to support you is also a good thing. Like, I feel like Tiwa is constantly pushing him away, constantly like rejecting his help, which is not good. Like, if somebody is willing to help you, receive help. Receive help. Come on, receive help. Now, okay, so somebody said Mohammed is a cheat, Kwame is a woman beater, none of them deserve Shalewa Abeg. There's commented, I don't understand what Tiwa's problem is. Everyone has a problem with Tiwa, even me. So Mohammed, well, I support you and Farida. They look so perfect. Shalewa needs to leave that abusive relationship and take a break from relationship. I completely agree. So it is possible. I mean, from the way things are going, Mohammed could possibly end up with Farida. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe Shalewa is not meant to be with either Mohammed or Kwame. You know, she just needs to give herself a break, breathe, focus on her singleness, grow, and then one day the man that is meant for her will probably come along. So it will be Mohammed, but without the cheating lying ass. Okay. And then somebody said, Tiwa's behavior after me. If you only think about yourself in a marriage, you should better still marry your God. Your God. Okay, so someone else commented, said, I am so angry with Tiwa. How about now? This is too much. It doesn't really have to be about her all the time. Mide wasn't asking for too much, really. All she needed to do was stand in for her man and family, but now she won't. The girl is just selfish. I feel like Tiwa is just being selfish. And then someone said, can't you see that Farida is a scam? She might just have series of agendas hiding for Mohammedo, a person who can withstand such odd treatment from him all this while. Then coming back of terror might not be so sweet as it appears. What if it's just payback thing? That's another angle to look at it. What if it's payback? Because over time, Mohammed didn't exactly treat her well all the time. He always shut her up and always made her feel one type of way when he was going out with Shalewa. So who knows? Who knows, right? So there are a lot of things, but that's where I'm gonna end my review. And if you haven't yet watched Skin Girl in Transit, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go and watch it. Please don't forget to drop me a comment, don't forget to drop me a like, share my video to others who are also Skin Girl in Transit lovers. Let's, make this one big happy family. And don't worry, I'm bringing more and more content for you guys. Don't worry. Thank you so much for watching my video today. Let me know what your thoughts about this Tiwa situation. I feel like she's being selfish. I feel Kwame is an abuser. He just needs to go. Shalewa needs to remain single. We have been saying it. We have been saying it. We have been saying it. And I knew it. And I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Don't forget to watch any of my 2 videos you're gonna see on the screen. Pick any one. Have fun with it. Make sure you like it. Make sure you share it. And I will see you in my next video. Subscribe.